I want to show you a picture of Mollie Tibbets. She was just 20 years old. She should have been just starting her second year in college. By all accounts, she had everything going for her and was well liked. Then one night, she goes out for a run last month, never comes home. Yesterday, investigators were led, they found her body. They were led there by the man they suspect of killing her. His name is Christian Rivera. Officials say he is in the country illegally. And now, what was done to her has been co-opted for political purposes, including the president, who seized on yet another murder to make the point that his immigration position must be embraced. Let's bring in Don Lemon. This isn't the first time we've seen this, and it's very powerful stuff because the murder is wrong. The murder is heinous and ugly, and but for the fact that this man was in this place illegally, it wouldn't have happened. But how it's used and what it is set up as a dividing line is also an ugly situation.
Yeah. Listen, my heart goes out to Mollie. First of all, Mollie Tibbets and her family. It should not have happened. It is awful, Chris. But it's, you know, we can want to fix our immigration system without demonizing immigrants or illegal immigrants. And I just want to say that this is the 2015 National Academy of Sciences study found that immigrants are in fact much less likely to commit crimes than natives. And the 2017 study found that illegal immigrants are 44% less likely to be incarcerated than natives. Legal immigrants are 69% less likely to be incarcerated than native, meaning Native Americans. Listen, we have problems with crime. And that's committed by people who are American, who were born here, people here who are here illegally. That should not happen. And unfortunately, there are people who are here illegally who commit crimes as well. But we should not use those people as a political pawn and not use the facts. We can want our people to come here legally. We should want them to stay within the law, just as we would want our president to stay within the law as well and to tell the truth. We can want all of those things at the same time.
True.
One doesn't preclude the other.
Look, we're going to talk about this more. I'm going to make it part of the closing argument because there's no question that Mollie Tibbets and her family now deserve justice. Her life mattered. Her story should be told, but not manipulated for political purposes. That's why we have to make a closing argument about this. Next. 17,250 people were murdered in 2016. Did you know that? That's the most recent FBI data to go on. The number is up 8.5% from the year before, up twice that since 2012. Now, you don't hear about that much. Plenty of the victims are young people, young women, college age, but you don't see them adopted by the right as targets of national attention, except when the killer is what they like to call an illegal alien or something worse. Kate Steinle, now Mollie Tibbets. They put their faces out there almost like campaign posters, and the political pitch follows soon thereafter. If you're not with the president on how to deal with illegal entrants, and really his hostility toward all immigrants, you are disrespecting these victims and their families, and you're putting others in danger. I don't accept that. Now, I do agree, of course, these murders are horrible. They do show a good reason to prevent illegal entry. Because, yes, but for the killers being here illegally, that is the fact, and these two young people would be alive if not for that fact. So would a lot of other people who are not young white women who have been murdered by illegal entrants. However, the idea that murder is a likely consequence of illegal entrants is bogus. It is a flawed premise, and it is an ugly premise. Why? There is no good data that shows illegal entrants are more of a threat to hurt you. In fact, the data shows they are less of one. Now, Trump pulled a number out, 63,000 victims since 9/11. A lot of you echo it to me. It is BS. It is as exaggerated as the larger point that he and his folks want to make, demonizing people because of their decision to take a shortcut and get here the easy way. And that is what causes illegal entrance most of the time. I wonder if these sympathizers would be as full-throated about these tragedies if the killers were white citizens. if the victims were not young white women? If that were the case, would we see a video like this from Trump today?
Mollie Tibbets, an incredible young woman, is now permanently separated from her family. A person came in from Mexico illegally and killed her. We need the wall. We need our immigration laws changed.
Permanently separated. It's as obvious as it is offensive. So he cares about Mollie Tibbets more than people who don't believe in separating kids from parents or treating undocumented immigrants like dogs? Please. What that tells you, that even in this moment, talking about Mollie Tibbets, he still has to play to political advantage, and it is proof that he still doesn't want to own what he did to those kids, and many of them are still waiting to get back with their parents. We have not forgotten. The president still doesn't think it is wrong, and he thinks grandstanding about Tibbets gives him high ground. Well, it does not. Nor do the people covering this like some kind of gotcha have high ground. Why? These are the same people that tamp down some police use of force cases and say those cases are being politicized. They mitigate facts. They play the coverage very close to the vest because we don't want it to be about politics. But then they do this. They put families like the Tibbets, like the Steinleys, like the Rich family in the glare. Seth Rich, remember him? His death, his murder, all about Democrat deviousness until it wasn't. Until the family said, stop doing this to us. There is no proof of what you're saying. Go away. And once the political intrigue ran out of the story, did you see dogged coverage by the same people about what happened to Seth Rich? These victims matter, all of them, because they were stolen from this world and they will never be replaced by their family. But the argument is this: the murders matter, period, not because of who committed them. That's my closing. Thank you for watching.